Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Praesidus Type A-11 Tom Rice edition. They have a couple different editions of these watches. I'll leave a link in the description to Praesidus and also to these series of watches. They offer it in 38, 42 with the black dial and the white dial. This watch was sent over. I didn't pay for the watch, so I'll mark this as a paid promotion. I don't know which variant they were sending, but I prefer the black dial versus the white dial. You know, whichever one you prefer is totally up to you. White on black is just easier for me to tell the time with. So I really enjoy this watch. I like it. I think that I was going to enjoy it, but I enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would, if that makes sense to you. It's a no-frills watch, time only, nylon strap. The finishing, I mean, it's pretty basic, but it just wears so nice on wrist, and it's so easy to tell the time with. I went with the 38mm version, and I think it's perfect for my 6.5-inch wrist. I think the 42 would be a little bit too big. So this is again the black dial with the nylon strap. They also offer it with a canvas strap and a leather strap, I believe. I know a leather, I think canvas, but like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. You know, I looked up nylon just to see if it would be period correct, and I think nylon was invented in 1935. These watches are designed after the Waltham A-11, which was used for World War II, 1944. So I'm not sure if they had nylon watch straps back then, but hey, it looks the part. So we have a double dome sapphire crystal. I would prefer a flat sapphire crystal, but double dome again looks like the acrylic crystal, so it more closely replicates the World War II watches that the U.S. troops wore. So Tom Rice, reading the description, he jumped out of an airplane for D-Day, a C-47, and he lost his watch. I guess he got hung up on the plane or something, but he was able to free himself, but in that process he lost his watch. So see, assembled in the USA with imported parts, so it's actually assembled in Ohio, which is a state in the United States, if you didn't know that. Automatic movement. It does have the Seiko NH35 movement, so yes, it does have a go state. And there's the company again, Type A-11. So the indices are painted, hands are painted as well, as you can see there. It has this vintage loom, and then the indices have the same color. And this does have quite decent loom. Everything is loomed. The hours are loomed. The loom pip are loomed, and then the hands are loomed. So I guess not quite everything. The little hash marks are not loomed, but quite a bit of loom here. So it does have a push-pull crown, which I prefer because then you can just hand wind from this position. I know some people have issues with the crowns popping out on them. So I actually just pulled it all the way out, so it's hacking. In between there is a go state position right there. So go state means there's a date wheel behind the dial, but the dial's not cut out for the date wheel. Yeah, I can feel it clicking there. So not a big deal for me, considering the price, which I don't think I mentioned yet, $299 for this watch. It is a stainless steel case. It says surgical grade stainless steel. Not sure if that's 316L or what, but anyway, stainless steel. Do have drilled lugs. Sandblasted case, sandblasted bezel. Tops of the lugs are polished, and then the crown is polished. Yeah, I mean, it's such a cool watch for the price and the nostalgia. So 20mm nylon strap here. It was a little kind of uncomfortable at first, but it's fine. I have a 6.5-inch wrist, and I probably could use another lug hole, which I'll show you in a moment here after we talk about the dimensions. So tip to tip, nice and small at 45.1 lug to lug here. 38 millimeter diameter, as I already mentioned. It is a little bit thick though, 12.8 millimeter thick. Does have that Seiko movement, and then also that domed sapphire crystal. So 12.8 thick, 20 millimeter lug width, 6.9 millimeter crown. So the crown's maybe a little bit large, but it looks great. I mean, it looks better than a crown that's too small, I'll just say that. Weighs in at 58 grams on this nylon strap, and the watch is resistant to 50 meters, which is perfectly fine for day-to-day use. All right, let me put this on wrist. I think I covered everything I wanted to in the notes here. Like I said, I'll leave a couple links in the description. I'll leave one just to their main website and then to this particular model. They also have another watch on there that's called the A-11 Type 44. That looks even more original. Has not a fluted bezel, but like a knurled, not knurled either. What would you call it? But anyway, you'll see on their website. It has kind of like a fluted bezel. It looks more like this here, but and then it has more of a dolphin style hands. These I would call a cathedral style handset. So enough of that. Let's get this on here. So it's maybe just a little bit loose on my wrist, but not terrible. So it's a nice looking strap. I think it was great on my wrist. So lug to lug was 45, and then my wristband is 52. Let me zoom out here, get a little bit different perspective. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It really does help me out here. Been wearing this watch quite a bit. Altogether, maybe 2 weeks of wear. So my release schedule might be a little bit off, but I usually do the unboxing a week before the full video, but been wearing it for a while here. Alright, let's pause the video and we'll check out the loom. We'll compare it to my SKX. So yeah, with my smaller wrist, this it does hang out, which basically any strap, watch on a strap, it'll hang out on me. So I kind of prefer deployant type clasp, but that would not suit this watch here. So yeah, I really like it so far. Okay, so on the left I have my Seiko SKX 009, and on the right the Praesidus A-11 Tom Rice. My eyes haven't quite adjusted, but I can clearly see the SKX. The A-11 not quite so much, which is kind of funny because just looking at the Praesidus by itself, I thought the loom was great, but comparing it to the SKX, it's you know, the loom's okay, not the best, but the Seiko loom's very good. So that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time and thank you for watching.